I want to showcase how to do a handy teleport that you can basically use an input key of your choice in order to teleport back to a hub. Or maybe you could use it to teleport to several other places. So I'm going to press H, which is what I'm using in order to summon a script. And this will return me to the hub, which is a particular map that I've made, which is this one. And every time that I choose teleport, it will teleport me back to this specific map. This is useful if you want to do some sort of game where you can do some kind of extraction, or if you want to quickly return to the hub because you're not going to be able to finish the map anyways. And in the case of my game, when you actually drop to 0 hit points, you get teleported here, but you could do it preemptively if you wanted to. So let me go very quickly to Easy FPS Editor, and I'm going to explain how this works. Let me bring this up. Give me a second while I get to this running. So we have the first thing that I start with. You can think of the procedures that you're gonna have in this, and we have procedure hub, and you don't need to play. It has the play sound click one, which is a sound that I'm putting this in called sound click one, and then with the directory of where the sound is, and also the extension of the sound, and the teleport works in a very simple way. It's a basic map goto 1, and you will notice in my Easy FPS Editor, I have the first map which counts as 0, and then the hub which is 1. 1 is going to be the hub, so it teleports to the hub. And then we have end, semicolon, and then we go down, and then the procedure called return, which also plays the sound, so same like the other one. And instead it has map return to, and then end. Because the map return to, it basically just exits the script and you return to the map. It doesn't teleport you anywhere. And then I have the sound and images, an image for the teleport button, which is going to be named teleport. And then this is the directory of the teleport button, which is inside the buttons folder. And then teleport.png, which is the extension. And the same for the leave and the click. The click sound is optional, but you definitely need the images for the buttons or else you're not going to see them. And then I have the script button teleport, because this is going to use the image teleport, which you have imported over here. And then this is X and Y, so this is going to place it a bit to the left on the middle, and 400 places it slightly above the visual novel text box, and then followed by hub, which is the procedure over here. So this button has that particular behavior, which is this one. And then you have button leave, so it's going to take the image over here that you imported, which is the leave one, in directory buttons leave.png. And then it's 480, so this is somewhat in the middle where the button is placed. 400 still above the text box, with the procedure return, which just basically returns you back to the map that you are. And then visual novel 1, so it shows the text box in a visual novel style with the text, do you wish to return to the hub? And then this is basically the colors of the text, and then halt, so it pauses over here, and you cannot proceed with any action unless you press one of the buttons. And I'll showcase this again in game, so you can see how it works in the actual game. Let's go over here. And we're here. I'm going to press H again. So if you click anywhere, it doesn't proceed. If you click leave, you leave the screen where you teleport. If you click teleport, you will teleport to the map that you have map go to, which is the hub in my case, map number number 2, which is 2 minus 1, because it starts at 0, 1, 2, 3, and so forth. And we go back here. And that's how this works. Okay, I got that fixed. Another thing that you need to do, that I forgot, is that you have to assign your script to an actual key. And this is inside your projects folder of easy first person editor. If you enter config, you're gonna then want to enter, and I have it over here. Yep. Change that. I already changed the key, but you want to change it to, you want to put the name of the script followed by the extension, which is .script, and then followed by the letter that you want to use. I have for the repair orb as well. And the other thing that you want to do is, I just found out that the way that you enter scripts over here in the menu, I had like a thing over here, but you're supposed to just put the name of the script followed by the script. So that's another thing I've learned. Good on me. So what's actually happening here is that you have the name of the key you're going to be changing, or whatever the thing you're going to be doing. So in this case, I have a name hubteleport, and then the settings, which means that it's a very particular number that it's going to be on the left side, followed by 570, which is Y, and 62 is the keyboard window in the configurations options. And then we have minput, which is the input that you're going to use for that particular action, which is going to check the settings values. This is different than the other ones, but it's just going to be on the left, so don't worry too much about it. And then you have the 570, which is the Y value, and then the name of the script followed by the extension of the script. And this is important because when you go into the game, and I'm going to go into the game right now, and I'm going to put it in full screen over here. If you press settings, you're going to have the keys over here that you can set up. So we're going to change the teleport to O, for example. So we saved it to O. Now if you press O, you can teleport with O. You can also change to whatever other key that you want. It could be, as long as it doesn't mess up with any other key that you have, like N, for example. And then you can teleport back. If we exit the game and go to Easy FPS editor, and then we go to the config, it's going to say that this file is being modified by another program. And then you check, and it's modified your hubteleport to N. So the input in the config.ini file is going to keep getting updated as long as players do the changes in their configuration options. So yeah, this is a way to do the hub teleport, and could be good for an extraction shooter, who knows. Just go wild with your imagination, I guess.